going on YouTube? This is Love City Nerd, and I'm back with another video. Today I want to talk about the Monday Night Raw results and my thoughts on the current draft. But first, let's talk about this is the second half of the draft, and it's officially over now. And so far, Raw has acquired 24 superstars drafted: Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Ricochet, Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Andrade, Rusev, Aleister Black, Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio, R-Truth, EC3, Eric Young, Sin Cara, Cedric Alexander, Humberto Carrillo, Eric Rowan, Buddy Murphy, Jinder Mahal, Akira Tozawa, and Shelton Benjamin. SmackDown has Brock Lesnar, Shinsuke Nakamura with Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan, Ali, The Miz, King, Corbin, Shorty Gable, Elias, Apollo Crews, Drew Gulak, and Heath Slater. And that's all the men. Honestly, I think that both brands got their respectable share of superstars. I think that it's going to make both brands pretty interesting to watch, and especially with, the first two, their first picks for each brand, Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, I kind of expected that. I mean, with the first couple rounds, some of them were really expected, but the ones that kind of stood out for me the most on Raw, I would say Samoa Joe, Aleister Black, and let's see, I'd say Buddy Murphy too. Buddy Murphy, I think he's very underrated as a star. I think he'll make a lot of noise on the Raw brand. I think this will probably be his big chance to probably come up and really show what he can do. Now, SmackDown wise, Brock Lesnar, okay, yeah, very, very predictable. Shinsuke Nakamura, Roman Reigns. Now, they got a couple of big picks here. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Kofi Kingston, The Miz, and, you can probably debate King Corbin. I mean, I personally don't care much for him, but, they'll probably do pretty well over there on the blue brand. It is what it is. Now, moving on to the women. For Raw has 9 female superstars: Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Natalya, Nikki Cross, Charlotte Flair, Zelina Vega, Kabuki Warriors, and Liv Morgan. SmackDown has 5 drafted: Bayley, Sasha Banks, Lacey Evans, Tamina, and Carmella. Now, I think Raw did a pretty good job of getting some of the bigger stars. SmackDown, they only have maybe like 2 big stars that they've drafted so far, and the rest are kind of lower card stars. But they might give them a chance to shine later on. Only time will tell at this point. Now, they have a lot of undrafted superstars. I'm not really going to get into that because, according to the rules, I think it's that they can pick whichever brand they want to be on, and I think that's a pretty good idea for them to be able to pick, so they can go where they feel like, okay, I can really shine over here on Raw or SmackDown. I think that's a good option for these undrafted superstars. But overall, the Raw show wrestling wise was pretty good. I think that having the Fiend and Seth Rollins go back at it, I guess they're trying to like fix that whole fiasco that happened at Hell in a Cell, which I really don't blame them for. They had to do something to redeem themselves for that, because that was like I said in my last video, that was a total disaster, and that needs to be fixed as soon as possible, because I mean, people weren't happy with it. Even on Raw, like, people were still kind of booing Seth Rollins, even at the end of the show, where Seth Rollins just appears on Firefly Funhouse, and then he starts attacking Bray Wyatt out of nowhere, and then Bray's like, why are you doing this to me? And he just beats the crap out of him. And then he says, burn it down, lights a fire, and burns the entire set. He said he wanted to burn it down, and he did exactly that. Now, another match that stood out to me on Raw yesterday would be the Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair match, which is an excellent match because they were fighting for the #1 draft pick. And as you know, Becky Lynch won that match. and you know Raw got the #1 draft pick because Charlotte was too distracted. She was just too overwhelmed by how she couldn't pin Becky for the 3 count, and yeah, that's what you get for being distracted. But anyways, yeah, I think the overall draft concept is pretty good this time around versus how they did it beforehand back in 2016. Because there's no general manager this time. I want to see how that works out, and I want to see how, since they had the executives, is what they or is it what they say, um, pick the superstars they want to have on each brand. So I really want to see how this goes and how it's going to work out for the next couple of years since SmackDown is on Fox now. Things are going to definitely change. Maybe more viewership, more of this, more of that. I mean, it's all really just time will tell. And you know, I'll do a future video on everything and give you my thoughts. But I just wanted to give you a brief rundown of what I thought about the recent episode of Monday Night Raw. And yeah, that's it. Um, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. You know, if you guys like my videos, I really, really appreciate that. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new video. I'm Bluff City Nerd, and I'll holler at you guys later.